I don't think this episode needs any further introduction, to be honest with everyone, after that. 3 games today, 2 against United. The third game is against second place in the league. Let's see what happens. Let's go. Yeah, everyone, what a run we have had so far. It's a shame that our league form has been not 100%. Potentially, maybe suffered a little bit with the Champions League run. Like, perfectly exemplified here against Napredak Kruševac in this game. Just beat Roma 3-1. Playing Napredak on the Monday with the return leg against Roma on the Thursday. I wouldn't say I rotated excessively, but maybe it was enough to throw the team off. We lost 1-0. I can't remember the stats for this game. Oh, yeah, looks about right. They had more possession, but when you look at the XG and the shots created, it's chalk and cheese, really. We should have won that game. Radnički, I'm pretty sure, is the same sort of story. Yeah, similar sort of story. Dominating shots, and I think the TSC game was that was even. So what that means is, from a league point of view, we've gone from being 8 points clear of Vojvodina to now just 1 point behind. So if we go back to the schedule, you'll see we've got United away, United home, and then Vojvodina, and they're the 3 games we're going to see today before we play Mladlost Lučani in the Cup, and then we've got Stankom, Red Star, Javomatis, Radnički, Srdulika and TSC. We really need to win this game. Vojvodina have just not let up though since the winter break. They've won every game that they've played, which is why they've closed the gap so well to us. We're quite comfortably clear of the rest, 10 points clear of Red Star and Stankom. I don't think we need to worry about them. It's just Vojvodina, it's just making sure that we beat them and hopefully throw them off their stride. We had one unplanned bit of transfer business, and that was that Mirko Topic left us in the January to go to AC Milan. Fair play to him. They bid for him. I gave me the option to talk to him, and he was like, I want to play Champions League. This is a really good opportunity for me to move. And I was like, you know what? Fair enough. That's, okay. I can't really say much fairer than that. So, he left. We managed to get 10.5 mil for him, which when we bought him for 1.5 mil. It was one of them. I didn't want to keep him around if he was going to be unhappy and just disrupt things. He was very influential in the team and in the squad. And I'm assuming that's their Champions League, because it looks like he may have grabbed himself a couple of goals. They're still going. They're still kicking around. Has he scored? No, he hasn't scored, so that must have just been for us then, when he got those goals in the Champions League. And it looks like he could potentially back himself a Serie A winners medal, the way Milan are going at the top of the table. Fair play to him. He's not played loads otherwise. A couple of sub appearances in Serie A, weighed in with an assist. He's only ever going to be a bit part player for them, squad player. And Andrew went back to Brazil and back to Bragantino, where we signed him from. So we signed him for 3.1 mil and he went back for 4.1 mil. So is what it is. Easy mil profit, because Yusufu has been very, very good since he's come in. He's been very, very impressive. I've been really pleased with him. He's really kicked on. And the other player who you will have noticed from some of those games has been incredible is Stanislav Benda. So Stan Benda is phenomenal. He scores goals like, they're going out of fashion basically. A hat-trick against Roma, and he scored, I think he scored a hat-trick maybe in the league, or he scored 3 goals in the league anyway. But 10 goals and 16 starts for us. I assume that's not in all competitions because he didn't play in the Champions League for us, and he played for Slavia in the Europa League as well. So I assume not all of these games are for us, because he's only played 4 games. Yeah, only played 4 games for us in the Europa League. So yeah, very, very solid. Now, everyone, United are going to be an incredibly tough opposition for us. Absolutely, mammoth task. The only thing I would say that gives me a faint glimmer of hope is the fact that they don't have a manager, because they sacked Christophe Galtier because they were languishing in 10th in the Prem after losing all sorts of games in the league, really, really struggling. So maybe we can capitalise on that little bit of disarray and that little bit of poor performance and poor morale maybe, and use it to our advantage if we can get some sort of result here at Old Trafford, even if it's just like a narrow defeat or a draw, and we can take that back to Belgrade and try and sneak a win at home and see if we can get through to the semis. That'll be massive. We're without a few players through injury. Most notably, Filip Kostic is suspended and Kenan Yildiz is injured. You'll notice there's a lot of unregistered players. These are just some players we just got in on trials whose contracts are running out. None of them look particularly great, so they won't be obviously won't be sticking around. Dela Basic, his form did really drop off a cliff after the winter break. I think he's only scored once or twice since then, which is why that Bender has been playing a lot more. Filip Ristic has been injured, so he's just coming back into the team. So Lomolina de Araujo and Jovic will play on the wings with Alexic, probably Alcalde, because Zivanovic is only just coming back from injury. And so he'll play as a CM on attack with Lukic sitting deep, with Rogan and Jokic as the fullbacks and Gaspar and Moname sitting in front of Yusufu. Jokic who just dropped back to a fullback on defend, and I will probably drop our lines slightly because I do not want to just leave ourselves completely open. And otherwise, I think we won't change too much else, and we'll just see how we do. It's a United team which is still very, very strong, though. They've still got Rashford, Sancho, Fernandes, Antony, Casemiro, and then they've brought in Luke and Ridley Baku, and who's the left back, Vindal as well. So yeah, going to be a tough game, make no mistake about that. We just have to hope that we can sort of cash in on their poor form, I guess, and see if it's enough to see us through. But yeah, it's going to be very hard. And is this the first chance already? And it's a highlight for United. And Antony at the back post. Oh, he was offside. Seems a bit quick. I don't usually have it on that quick. Because we're doing 3 games today, even more of a reason to keep it on key highlights, because I don't want it to drag out. Gaspar heads it clear. Good block. No. And Rashford scores. That was too easy. It's too easy. Goes past Jovic. Jovic blocks it. Comes to Antony, who just takes quite a heavy touch, Rashford, but it does allow him to run into that space. Got to keep the encouragement going. Can't have heads dropping, otherwise it will just slip away from us. You know what? 1-0 down at half time is nothing to be ashamed of. Plus, when you take into account some of our players were underperforming as well, hopefully they can turn that around in this second half. No, come on, Maddie. That's terrible. That's shocking. That's so bad. Like, why would you do that? Why are you doing that? Just gifts them a goal straight inside a minute in the second half. Typical stupid Football Manager game engine. Honestly. That was lucky because that was poor defending again. Oh, what can Jovic do? Floats it in. Gaspar can't win it. Comes back to Alexic. Oh, I was literally just about to take him off as well. I was literally just about to take him off for Ristic. Absolute idiot. I'll take Jovic off. I'll bring on Jose Maria. And he can just pull some strings in the middle. Honestly. Damage limitation now. Don't even have Mihailovic for some reason. That's incredibly frustrating. Disgraceful. Could literally have just completely... Why? We just literally just melt down in here. Just completely... Thank you, Yusufu. Everyone is just completely falling apart. Discipline has just gone out the window. Get out. Like, thank you, Blatovic. Good tackle. You should have got there a lot sooner. Blatovic, for everyone, is a youngster. A dev centre player. Great. Here's the inevitable counter. Great. Look at that. Look at that. Easy. Completely unopposed. Great save. Oh, you... Why? Why are you actually doing that? Honestly, man. Like, what the hell is going on here? Seriously, what is wrong with these footballers? Absolutely livid. I'm just gonna have to like just literally just shut it down. I don't even know. You know what? Benda's done nothing. Let's bring on Delabasic. Let's bring on Sivanovic. Just go super long. Honestly, got to try and hold out now with 9 men against this United team. Thank you, Gaspar. Alexic with it. He's got no one with him. He's going to have to do it all himself. He tries. Where is everybody? This is going to be a long 30 minutes. Oh, come on. Oh, Gaspar, he literally showed you the ball. He literally showed the ball to him. And he just does like Baku's touch here is so bad. Like, this touch here, like, Gaspar could have easily just got that. Honestly. I mean, don't get me wrong, that doesn't change the fact that, you know, being let down by 2 players to go down to 9 men has completely and utterly ruined this tie for us. That Thiago Armada. when I say play it more direct into space, at least play it near one of our players. Just lumping it forward hopelessly is not going to... They won't be getting paid for about 2 weeks, those two. I am looking at trying to replace Jokic as well, because he's really sort of showing himself to be a weakness in this team. And as proven by today, he's just got himself sent off for no reason. Defending is terrible. I'm not going to bother showing the second leg, everyone, if that's okay. I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to keep going, just go through it. It's pointless. One thing I hadn't touched on, we got our youth intake and it wasn't very good again. Our best player is this guy, Branimir Stojanovic. And yeah, he's got really good mentals. But his passing leaves a lot to be desired at the moment. I know he's only 15, but he's got a lot of development to do before he can become of any use. Same with Nenad Tosic. Decent finishing, but his mentals are terrible. And Marko Todorovic, who's this guy again. Ball-winning midfielder, but tackling is not great, but decent work rate. Yeah, just very meh. Good pressing forward, but he's slow as anything. What use is that? So we got hammered again, and it was a very irritated squad. We started Balatovic at right back, Roksic at centre half, Vucic at CDM. We started Zivanovic at central defence. Delabasic had a stinker. We actually had, as you can see, a reasonable XG. We just missed some clear chances and United just punished us. What a humiliating 11-0 defeat over 2 legs that was. But as brutal as that defeat was, we've got to look at the fact that we did really well in Europa League. We got further than was expected, and yes, it shows how far we've got to go before we can even be close to competing with the big boys. But we've still got 2 trophies up for grabs. One of them, both of them, I think, are so doable. We've got the league. If we can beat Vojvodina today, it's a massive step towards regaining that league title. And Vojvodina are the only real top opposition I see that us having in the rest of the cup, to be honest with you. So we made a few changes from the team. Bender's in, Gaspar's in, Kostic is out because he's knackered, Lukic is in, Alcalde and Alexic stay in the midfield, Jovic is back in at the left. Obviously I know Alexic didn't start last time out, but he is coming back into the team. And yeah, we just got to push on, get the league done, boxed off, and try and win the cup for the first time since we've been here. And Red Star also just lost to Stankom, so it's, you know, obviously they're a very strong team and should be a very strong team in the European competitions, but you know what, maybe the likes of Vojvodina and Stankom having a bit of success in the league and getting into European competitions might be really, really good in general for the league as a whole, because it will hopefully help improve the competition at league level if they can strengthen well with the money that they get from competing in Europe, which they're just hopefully just bodes well when it comes to the European competitions and helping with the league coefficient. Ultimately is the way we've got to look at it. We need this league to become really, really strong, not just between the 2 Belgrade teams in Partizan and Red Star. You know, obviously there's other teams from Belgrade, but you know, we are the 2 successful ones, and we need everyone else to start pulling their weight, Vojvodina, Stankom, in helping us get there. Admittedly, yeah, I know there's only a select few places for European competitions, but when they get into those places, when they get into those competitions, we need them to perform. And if they can strengthen, because Red Star have had a rough season, and they can get a bit of money while we help improve the coefficient of the league, it's just a win-win all round. Bender's in, Oh, and he hammers it home. It's his 10th goal since he's come here. Ristic with a lovely pass. Beautiful, just to ease the nerves, hopefully. See, last time we played these, we beat them 6-2. So, we are streets ahead, usually, or we were anyway. Like I said, they've been in inspired form since the winter break. If we win this would be their first defeat since this calendar year. Can he get there? Not quite. But Jovic, take a touch, man. You could have easily taken a touch. Big Stan doing the biz. It's okay. Why is it balance? It should be positive. Let's just get to half time. 1-0. Yes. Second half underway, and Jokic has gone and got himself a yellow. The man has got no discipline. Ilic, someone who we for ages were talking about not being good enough, has played an awful lot this season. And he's done well. He's allowed us to play our non-Serbian players. And we've not suffered really for having him in the team, considering he's not our best defender. We've got to get ready for life without Monome. He is going to leave in the summer because he's already said he's going to leave at the end of his contract. So we need to find a move for him. Oh, Stan is the man, and it's Ristic again with the assist. We need to find a new home for Monome in the summer. Look at the ball. Oh, Stan gets there in front of his defender, takes it past the keeper. Lovely stuff. Alcalde's flagging. That's fine. We'll take him off. We'll bring on Jose Maria, I think. Oh no, we'll go with Vasilev. He is joining in the summer. I kind of regret doing that mandatory option fee. He's got everything is good apart from his technicals. He's a bit of an engine. Decent mentals. He's just technically not very good, but we can work on that. He has actually scored for us this season as well. Oh, he hits the underside of the bar for his hat trick. Just tell him to ease off his tackles for now. Obviously, Benda stays on until he gets his hat trick. Probably bring Delabasic on for Jovic. Rogan sprays it into Jovic. Benda scores his hat trick. Wonderful. Honestly, machine. I think we've got a real gem on our hands. He is someone who will probably be like a 150, 200 mil player at some point. It might not be it would be for us, but at some point he will be a 150, 200 mil player in this simulation. Guarantee it. Right, we can take Bender off now. Bring on Shivjovic. We signed him ages ago, and he's still going. He's finally getting himself game ready. Michael can come on, and so can Roxic. Well, we just put our rivals to the sword in emphatic fashion. Lovely 3-0 win, just what we needed after those last two games. Steadies the ship, helps keep our cool in the league, because with them cutting the gap from 8 points to 1, I was getting a little bit twitchy. And everyone, you were promised 3 games, so 3 games is what you were going to get, and we're going to have the quarter-final against Mladost Lučani. A few little changes, nothing major really. Lomolino de Araujo is in for Ristic. Ristic is flagging a little bit, and I want him fit for the game against Stankom up next in the league. Why is Delabasic unhappy? Because he saw Topic. Well, just start playing football. Worry about your own game. You've been terrible. Ilic is going to stay in at defence. Michael's going to stay in. Balatovic is coming in, and Vucic is coming in, with Jose Maria also coming in. Going to try and rest Bender and Ristic if we can, see if we can avoid bringing them on. Same goes for Gaspar and Kostic, and hopefully we've got enough about us to get through and get the win and get into the semi-final. So this squad should be more than enough to get past Luciani, more than enough. I know we've not got Bender, and I know we've not got Ristic in, who's obviously just had a blinder. We've not got Moname, we've not got Gaspar, we've not got Lukic, but it should be more than good enough to get past this team. This team haven't won in the last 5 games, potentially even more. That's just obviously what it shows at the start of the game, is their last sort of 5-game form. So we should really be winning. Yes, Jose Maria, sorry. Lovely pass, Jovic. Del Basic hits the bar, he was offside. Honestly, that's kind of like the similar sort of chances he was missing against United, like right in front of goal and just couldn't hit the target. Maria, come on, he feeds the pass. Diarra. I think Del Basic's shot hit Alexic, and then the defender was able to get rid of it. Oh, man. Good, we're creating a bit of chaos in their box though, which is good to see. Obviously, I've changed this at some point and not had it set to next match only. Oof, that was lucky. That was some poor defending. This is probably the first season. That was really good defending. Oh my word! How has that not gone in? Del Basic has just lost that like little killer instinct that he had so plentifully in before January. I can't remember what I was saying now. Oh yeah, this is the first season in a while where we've been able to start giving more opportunities to youngsters. Like, getting the games like Vucic and that. Just because they've developed enough that we can probably just about get them into the team. Obviously, because that was the plan, was to always give a new youngster from the dev centre 10 games of 30 minutes or more. And we're not been able to do that as much as I was sort of hoping we would be able to when we started this save. And I think that's just because, they've not been good enough when they've come out of the dev centre. They've not been, like these 18-year-olds, 16, 17-year-olds, whatever, who literally looks like they could be like a 22, 23-year-old player. I've just noticed as well, Michael taking a free kick with his left foot, so we'll do a swap around there. Jovic to Jokic, plays it back to Jovic. Honestly, this is going to be one of those games. I just want to get the ball in the net. Like, as soon as. Del Basic is in. He's onside. Onside. There we go. Just before half time. Was it Diarra with a lovely, typical through ball from him? Out of his feet. Oh, lovely. Plays it around the lines. And Del Basic makes no mistake. And that is what we've been missing from him recently. I'll take the result now. Take the result now. No drama. Just to get us through. Remember we played someone ages ago, a couple of seasons ago, back when we started like Patrick playing regularly. Maria's in. I should have scored. And we dominated them. Conceded like a last minute penalty and went on to lose on penalties. Just need a little bit more clinicalness, ruthlessness in front of goal. Clinicality? Is that a word? Is that the word? Oh, lovely touch from Diarra. Lovely. Finds Jose Maria. He's left footed, so he's going to cut in. He does. Finds Alexic with a volley and just goes wide. Honestly, you need to start putting these away, because otherwise it's going to come back and bite us. I know it is. Michael wins it. Alexic is Maria. Poor pass. Very, very poor pass. Well won by Ilic. Bulatovic, no. Come on. Come on. Ilic buzzing around like a wasp. That's his second game in a row he's been sent off for a dirty tackle. What is his problem? What is his problem? Honestly, he was having a good game and then he goes and does that. What is his problem at the moment? I fined him 2 weeks' wages after he got sent off against United. He accepted it. He's probably not even getting paid and he's going to get another fine. Probably not even getting more wages at the moment. I don't know how it works. They just take 2 weeks' worth of wages off him. They just not pay them for 2 weeks. I don't know. Jovic. What a finish. What a finish. I thought that was a pass. Maybe it was a pass. But to get that in from that angle. Respect, man. Lovely ball over from Jokic and he's in. Look at that. Lovely finish. Vucic is injured. It's alright, we'll bring... Did I put Lukic in? Yeah, I did. We'll put Lukic in. Alcalde can come in. You're coming on aggressive. Please don't get sent off. Bring in Kostic. That inspired him. Hopefully he won't come on so angry. Alexic is in. And he makes it 3-0. Even with 10 men, we're cutting them apart. It's Della Basic scoring. Alexic is having a great season. I see 13 goals for the season there. Della Basic releases. Lovely pass from Maria. Della Basic, lovely through ball. Alexic, first time, bang. Krasimir. Jovic is still going. Alcalde, Del Basic, he scores. 37th goal of the season for him. And you know what? You could have had 50 if he hadn't dropped off. If he hadn't dropped off after January, you could have had 50 goals. But he did. He completely just fell off a cliff. It's going to be Indija, Javor Matis and Vojvodina. Oh, Kostic is the bar. I don't really care who I get next. We're going to have to play them all at some point, aren't we? We're going to have to play one of them at some point. If we go the distance. If you just humour me for a minute, I know last time we were talking about how good Jovic has been. 14 goals and 21 assists in all comps, and 46 appearances that is. He is having a belter season. Absolute belter season. Like, I know here on paper it looks like he had a better season, but that was all just league stuff. 20 goals he got for that season and 14 assists. This time, 14 goals, 21 assists. Absolute top man. Well, everyone, I think a mixed bag, really. 2 shocking games, but then equally 2 very, very impressive games domestically. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it back here for the Cup semi-final, the final game of the playoff stage for the league, and then hopefully we'll have a Cup final and a shot at getting a double, which will be absolutely beautiful. This is what the league is looking like at the moment, as you can see. We've already qualified for the Conference League, but as you can see, 4 points clear of Vojvodina, 11 clear of Stankom, and 13 clear of Red Star. Excuse me. So, looking very, very good. Very, very good. I hope, despite the disappointment, you have enjoyed the episode, everyone. I'll see you all very soon. Bye for now. Thank you for watching.